Hello everyone and welcome in. Today's doll review, we will be reviewing the latest Fang Jinafire Monster High collector doll. And oh my gosh, am I super excited to do a review on this doll. It's been 84 years. Is it 84 years that the Titanic old lady says? Anyways, it was a long wait. I think it was a little bit. Was it just, you know what? I don't think it was a full year. So, I mean, I guess I can say it wasn't that long. But anyways, before we get into the doll review, I want to take a moment to thank all of my current subscribers who have subscribed to my channel. Thank y'all. And if you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button if you enjoy the content, whether it be gameplays or doll reviews, or if you're just enjoying the vibe, be a rascal. We all are inclusive. But anyways, Jinafire is the latest Fang doll. I'm curious if they're going to do another Fang doll in January of 2025, which is just right around the corner, a couple days after this upload. And I'm curious who they would pick. I'm sure these Fang are selling well to do another one. But before we get into the doll, I want to go back into time, back into January of 2024, just to give some insight of where it all started. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all. So here we are seeing the Fang 2024 voting round 1. So it all started with 2 voting rounds, and the voting round here was we started with the hair, makeup, and jewelry and nails, and we got to vote on those. So the one on the left is the Mythical Muse, and the one on the right is the Eternal Icon, which is the one that won, of course. And if you want to pause and read here, for those that may have not seen this, to read on your own, this gives you a little bit of insight of what these pieces kind of went into design notes with, which I really thought was great, giving that backstory here. Same with the makeup here. You can pause and read. I believe I voted for Imperial Gardens, and I wasn't really mad on which one would have won, but now looking at it, I kind of like the Ember Empress now. I don't know, the red pops more on that one. But anyways, I'm in love with this face up regardless. So it is what it is. This one, the green Opulence Collection won, and then the Fiery Splendor, of course, did not. I do wish that they came out with these accessory packs for this doll, if we could interchange them. But like I mentioned, if you want to pause, read here, you can. But this is what went into the first round of voting. And of course, the ones that won are the ones that are on the doll. Now, the second round of voting, we got to see which the winner selection of round 1, and then we got to choose on whether it was the shoes or whether it was the shoes, the purse, and the base. So the shoes here were the Celestial Ascent. Duh. And the Dragon Deity, I wanted the Dragon Deity one, so that was the one I voted for, and it, of course, won. This one was the purse. I really was gung-ho on the Dragon Boat Festival clutch. I really wanted that one to win. Just because I felt like it added more gold into it with the red, the green, and a black. I think it would have, in my opinion, would have been the best selection. But of course, the Twin Dragon Pearl Clutch won. And then the base, I did pick the Sapphire Sea, which did win. So majority of my selections did win. It just was a few pieces that didn't. So I do wish that they did do the accessory pack, and I don't know if they are. I don't think they are. I think they would have already if when this doll was released. But Jade Clouds was the second one, and that's essentially what those voting rounds consisted of. Now, I wanted to also include, I didn't want to go over all of this because I took some screenshots from the designer's Instagram. Sorry if you didn't want me to, but I did. And I wanted to read on her notes of the doll while we review the doll. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch screens back. We're gonna get into the doll review, and then I will give my thoughts on this review, and then we'll look at what the designer's notes were. Okay, so starting off, this doll did come with a print. Okay, so the print here is a beautiful print of the Jinafire Long doll. I love it. It's a matte print and it's high quality. You get kind of like how her base stand would be with the water. It's just really, really a neat print, and frame it however you want. It's really beautiful, and I just love it. And this reminds me, stay tuned to the end for a giveaway. And you'll figure out what that giveaway is if that wink didn't give it away for you. But it's a beautiful print. And as always, we're gonna start with the box here. So the box is so beautiful. I love this box. The box overall has these scale-like features for like the dragon, because she is a dragon. And then you get this beautiful like cherry blossom design that's outlined in foil. And then you get the window display, which shows Jinafire, and then it goes down into these like Chinese art designs with the clouds and the waves of water. And I just love the spherical look of the window display. And then you get the Monster High Jinafire Long logo at the bottom. The sides, beautiful. Look at that. It's just like transitions with this gold foil flowy design with the cherry blossoms. And just like always, Monster High likes to incorporate their little spider webs and all that on their boxes. And then on the back here, you get the same kind of scale-like gloss standout feature with the clouds. And then you also get the back display. If you wish not to open her, you can see the back, which I really love that. Not a lot of boxes have this feature to where you can see the actual 360 of the doll, essentially. You can't really see the bottom, but overall it's fine. I just do like this innovative idea for the box that you can see the back of her. Now, there is a description here too. If you want to pause and read, you may. But the waves do go ahead and flow into the back of this box too. And that's essentially the box here. And it's not a slip or anything. It's just a box so you can open it and she pops out. Now, her background of the box, it's really beautiful too. You get these kind of like Chinese dragons, and then it's red in there with the gold accents, and then the border with the clouds on there too. I'm gonna give you B film here so you can look at a closer look at that. But that's essentially the back of the box that she's attached to. Now, let me put this back. Hopefully she doesn't fall. Oh, not there. And that's essentially the box itself. The Jinafire Long does come with a certificate of authenticity. It's just Monster High Fang vote. Nothing else here. It just certifies your Jinafire Long. And then Mattel Creations. I'm surprised they didn't put Annalise signature here. I'm curious as to why, because she was the designer for this doll. And usually they put the designer's name on there, and I'm curious why they didn't. But anyways, now we're gonna get on to the doll itself, and starting with the base of the doll. Okay, so the base of the doll, she does have that watery effect, and I'm gonna give you B film like I mentioned, because I'm not gonna take it all off on this review because there is a lot of layers to this doll. And the base is a translucent, oh, there goes her purse. The purses just love to fall off in these reviews, right? The water is coming up like she's stepping in and splashing up. I love that effect. And then that's essentially what the stand is. It is a saddle stand, but she does have these clips that you can put around her leg. The clip does come off, so you don't have to put it on, but if you wish to put it on the stand, you can. It does give her more of a sturdiness to it. She still wobbles, weeble wobbles, but I mean, that's what you're gonna get with these saddle stands. I really don't like the saddle stands, but I can see it for this doll because we want to showcase all of her details. Now, moving to her outer part of her dress, this is a separate piece. It does come off too, and it does have a few layers here, and I love the color. It kind of gives that, what is it called? The kind of like a illusion. Yeah, that's the word. Illusion of maybe like a translucent color, because you see the blues and the purples kind of intertwining with each other. And if you move it, it kind of seems like they're changing colors, but they're not. It's just the fabric. The fabric is like a tie-dye purple blue fabric. And it's kind of like a rippled stretchy fabric. I'm not too sure what fabric that is, but it is lined with gold lining, which I love. And I love this layer. It's supposed to give the vision of, I guess, her coming out of the water. And it's just so beautiful. I love this design. And the top layer here, it comes out to like a puffiness, and it surrounds her waist. And then you have this black kind of satin waist that's hidden behind this kind of caged thing. But before we get into the caged accessories, she does have her bottom dress. So the dress is one, and the dress itself, it's beautiful. I just can't, it's so this Chinese, I'm gonna say it is a Chinese kind of garment that's normally supposed to be like a higher quality fabric design in the Chinese culture. But look at this beautiful design on the dress. You get the clouds that gives that embroidered. It looks like it's printed, but I think it's actually tinseled in onto the black of the fabric, and it goes all the way around. And then it has an inner lining of a purple satiny. Love it. It feels so high quality and thick for that. And then the top of this dress is that same kind of purple satiny, and you have the out netted kind of scale-like vibes, and if you feel it, it's on top of it, so it looks like it's stitched onto it, but it does give that tinsely, you can cut it. You can definitely see if you cut it, it'll snag, or it can snag onto something. So be careful if you do. And then her one shoulder or one arm does have a sleeve on it, and it's a netted sleeve with the gold lining as well. And I totally missed out on the shoes, so let's get to the shoes. The shoes are beautiful. They are the red kind of, I don't know the term for the Chinese shoe, but I love it. And I'm sure it's in that description that I told you to pause and read at the beginning of the video. But I love the kind of like house hut thing at the bottom, and then the golds and the fading into the dragon, and then the dragon itself, and then the ropes that are tied for the shoe, and it's not a molded piece. Such a good idea for this shoe. And then her actual leggings here, it is a separate piece. It gives that scale-like vibe, but you get the same kind of tinsely netted design on the front, which it can get snagged on, and it's on top of this gold sheer stretchy fabric there too, kind of like how leggings would be. Now that's essentially her outfit. Let's get onto her accessories, her caged accessories. So in the middle here, you get a kind of, would you say like a hip accessory? It is so beautiful. When I took it off, I was like, oh my gosh, the details. So you can unclasp it by pulling out this pearl, like push-in thing, and when it comes out, it goes around her waist, and it just, you can pull it off, but you get this beautiful gold design with the clouds fading, the clouds going down her two sides, and then you get the red call-outs in the middle, and then this pearl jewels dangling as well. It is just a beautiful piece. Some people have said that it seems to be too much, but I actually love it. And for me, this gives me, yes, this is a collector doll, yes. And then on the top here, this does come off too, so it just pops off if you wish, and it's kind of like a caged, I don't know, I wouldn't say harness, but I guess a harness. I guess you could say it's a harness, but it just pops off. It's a gold finish with the same kind of cloud, dragony vibe, and then it goes on off onto one of her shoulders. I love how it gives kind of like that armor piece, and then you get the same kind of dangly, pearly, watery kind of vibe with the jewels there too. Now her accessories, let's look at her accessories. She did come with the green one, so we get the green arm bangle kind of wrap there, and you get the details with her on there. Her nails are painted green. I do wish that her nails were painted red, but I mean, I can do that if I wanted to, but I love it, and I just overall love this doll. And that's essentially what her accessory came with, besides the purse, which we'll get to in shortly. Let's see, am I missing anything else? She does have a tie at the top to keep her dress on. I didn't want to untie it because I can never get the bow to what it was before. And she does have her tail, the signature Jinafire tail. When I got her, it was just coming off. And I think it was because in the box, it doesn't come fully snapped in. So you do have to push it in until you hear a snap. And then it becomes very sturdy with the doll. Because before I was like, I don't want to push it in, and it kept falling off. And I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna push it in. And it pushed it in, and it's securely in there now. So good. Let's see, what else? So we did the caged, we did the harness kind of vibe there. Let's move on to her face. Her face, oh my gosh, so beautiful. We get the petals, the green, the cherry blossom look with the makeup, the red lip. It is so beautiful. And then you get this printed design on her forehead. The face printing of this doll is so good. And then you get these pearls that are on the side of her face, and those actually aren't glued in. You can pull them out and they're like in there. They're like studded in there. So you can pull it out and see a hole. And I'm gonna give you B film there too so you can see. But that's essentially her face. Moving on to her earrings. I love the gold earrings, the dangling earrings. I don't know if I like the gray silver on there. I feel like that doesn't really match a whole lot. I feel like a red would have popped out more for the earrings. But I mean, I'm just nitpicking here now. But I love the earrings. Let's go on to the best headpiece I've ever seen on a doll. Oh my gosh. Like, she has these clips in her hair with the red flowers, with the gold paint in the middle that stands out on both sides. Then this underpiece, I'm gonna say underpiece. I've been like really careful not trying to lift up or break anything. So those pieces are really beautiful. And then you have the hints of the colors of the pearl that are on it too. So it does tie in with the overall pearls of this doll. And then the actual headpiece for the hair. We get the reds, the flowers. It just is so beautiful. I love it. It goes around and look at all these details. It's just so hard to pick, to start with one thing. And I guess I'm so scared to unclasp it, to break it or something. So I'm just leaving it. But it goes around her ponytail, and it kind of is like a caged for her ponytail to keep it there. But I love it. Look at that. Look. And then the details on the back. Oh my gosh. So you get the dragons. Then the pearl-like design there in the middle with the reds too. And then you get these dangling plastic pieces to match with the overall outfit. Her hair is hiding the other one here, but it is there. You see it hiding. But it is so beautiful with the kind of design on the back, implementing the cloud-like design and like the wispy kind of Chinese dragon culture. It's just so beautiful. I love this headpiece. I love it. But it is so well made. And then her hair, lastly, you get the blacks and greens rooted. I'm not very fond of the hair. It feels kind of like if I do this, I don't know. I feel like it needs a wash. That's what I'm saying. Like it's greasy. I don't know. Like not greasy, but I don't know. Like a little greasy, not a lot of greasy. Like there's not a lot of product in the hair, but for some reason to me it feels like it's something's in it that makes me want to wash her hair. But overall it's a beautiful, beautiful doll, and the quality in this, oh my gosh. But I had mentioned I wanted to, while I was reviewing the doll, put up what the designer had said on their Instagram. So I'm just gonna show y'all on my end because I feel like I missed that part. So let me switch screens for y'all. So the designer had put on theirs is historical Easter eggs. So the back of this is referencing twin dragons plus the pearl, which I had mentioned. So it's not, so this is different. It looks like there's actual plastic pieces that make it bigger from what's actually on the doll. But I'm not mad either way. It's still beautiful. So G1 homage. Remember what Jinafire rolled in to scare us with. If you still have it, take a closer look for details. Without that first doll, there would be no Fang vote today. And then Annalise said her biggest personal reference of the mask high historical ponytail was watching Zeniazia dramas. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Good versus evil artistic combat. So she wanted this piece to have an armor protective feeling in it. Love that. The dangle pearls on both headpieces are attached, so they still have movement, which we saw on the doll. Now the face, the gardens that she says it's, oh, I'm not going to pronounce that right. Hoodian? Hope I say that right. I love the origin. She says she loves the origin myth of the ancient beauty trend. So very original influencer. She saw Katie Heron wearing flip-flops. Wanted an editorial, think Vogue China, on a lotus-inspired flower. Oh, I said cherry blossoms. My bad. Lotus-inspired flower, which is upside down for the reflection of the water, but the smallest hint of pinky red for a little operatic reference. Since this look is so bold, they decided to go softer on the rest with very gentle pearl. Okay, sculpt details. Accessory set to historic Chinese cloison. Just Google it. So you know what? Let's Google it. Oh, okay. So this is historic Chinese cloison. Is this kind of design? Okay. Okay. Spend hours looking at it. Okay, something a little more architecturally inspired. A gate cuff fit for a guardian. Okay. Get nails this time because, okay, so those are kind of her notes there. And then going back to the headpiece, I did skip this part of my screenshots. So this one is the icon. She loved the sleekness and streamlined look of this hair piece, the hands down most complicated piece for her. There's 3 unique pieces. Wow. Okay. So I'm guessing the 3 unique pieces are the front, and then I guess there's this front part here, which attaches to the back, and then underneath. Let's read in more. So this piece here serves to push up the ponytail, ran out of the hair like, oh, and runs out of the hair like a waterfall. Ooh, okay. And then traditionally Chinese dragons are actually only associated with male energy, but love that Jinafire takes that story and flips it. So wanting to pay homage in this version by glamorizing, modernizing the high ponytail historically worn by men, just like Jinafire carving out her own space, breaking from tradition. I love that. I love that. Okay, so I wanted to just implement this into the actual review, and I wasn't able to do that because I was so in awe of doing this doll, and I did forget to do the actual bag itself. So the bag is the pearl bag, and it is all one mold. It does not open. I tried to open it, but look, I love the gradient of that piece here. You get the hoops, you get the kind of pearl middle section, and then it goes into this, I would say, cloud design into the dragon with the gold. I love, and then the red ribbon. The back, you get the kind of whimsical, I would say, like Chinese cloud design, and then of course the pearl in the front with the shining pearl. I just love it. I love this doll. My overall rating of this doll is a 10, 100, 1,000 out of 10. I just love this design. The overall design, and I'm a big fan of Asian culture, whether it be Chinese, whether it be Japanese. I'm just like, I'm very like, I love to learn about it, and I love to learn different cultures surrounding the Asian ethnicity. Is it ethnicity? I hope I'm Asian heritages. I'm just like, my brain's not here right now because I love this doll so much that I'm just like in awe of it. So good job, Annalise. I love this doll. And if you didn't get her, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You missed out on a really great collector doll. You really did. But we are here at the end of this video. And what did I give a rating? 1,000 out of 10? Whatever. Anyways, so we're here at the end of the video. Like I mentioned, there is going to be a giveaway to this video, and the giveaway is, since I have 2 of these, I didn't think I needed an extra one. So the giveaway will be a print of the Jinafire Long Fang vote print that came with this doll. So if you want to enter into the giveaway, it's gonna be open worldwide. Leave a comment down below. Be subscribed to my channel. Welcome to Rise Rascals. Let me know your thoughts on this doll if you are able to get her. Let me know if you're excited to see if there's going to be another Fang vote coming in 2025. And I'm excited. I really hope there is. These Fang votes are going well. The Rochelle was great. I have her. Rochelle's up here. You can't see her, but she's right there. I'll probably keep Jinafire here because I just love her. So she's gonna be here for a while next to me. But thank y'all for coming in. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, I hope you have a great day, a great night, wherever you're at today. And remember to stay kind to yourself as well as to others. Simply Rye.